Hello. I hope you're all doing well. And if not, I at least hope that your night improves. Ugh. I can't guarantee that stream will be as long as it usually is today. I almost did call off stream because I'm not feeling the best today. I didn't sleep very well, and I woke up with a minor headache that hasn't quite gone away entirely. But I still wanted to stream, so we're just gonna try to push through it. So, we'll see how stream goes. Hey, Dixon! I hope you're doing well. Also, hello, Bree. And hello, Egg. I hope you're both doing well, too. Alrighty. So, we're, tonight going to be using the Tarot of the Divine for our collectives and the Moon Witch Oracle, along with the Eventide Affirmations. I was feeling those tonight, so. Alright. What message do we need to hear? Right. Better rest. Better rest. Better rest. Better rest. That is sideways. Okay. Oh goodness. These poor cards are really starting to show their age and like how much I've fucking used them. The ink staining around the edges as like the ink on the backs of the cards is like rubbing off around the edges. The ink staining is getting pretty bad on some of them. Like ugh. They look a little bit grimy around the edges because the ink rubbing off. You can see it around the edges too. That's why there's like this like whiteness here. It's the ink that's rubbed off. And it like transfers to the other side of the cards. Poor things. They're just really starting to show their age. Alright. But anyway, we have here the Five of Cups. This one didn't really want to choose a direction, but it ultimately chose upright. So both sides of the energy here are definitely being called on. Then we have Three of Cups reversed and Nine of Cups. I just noticed. How did I not notice these are all cups? Fuck. A lot of cups energy. So, lots of feelings. Yeah. So, there's some grief being carried around, that needs to be let go of, and there's definitely just kind of this sense of just kind of not really, just kind of like, not really taking this time to just kind of like, take time for yourself and have fun, which is coming from the Three of Cups reversed, because the Three of Cups is all about just like having fun, celebration and having fun, and spending time with others, spending time with close friends, okay? And so this grief might partially be coming from the fact that you're just kind of like isolating yourself, and you're not really taking the time to just kind of have fun and sit back and relax, okay? Like, you should be enjoying yourself, okay? You should be enjoying yourself. You can't always just be, you can't always be working towards these things, okay? Your dreams will still be there. Your dreams aren't going anywhere. That progress that you're making towards those things isn't going to be undone, okay? We can't always be productive, okay? So, if you're feeling guilty for taking time for yourself or doing things for yourself, don't. Because there's no reason to feel guilt, okay? None. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Alrighty. We have Balsamic Moon. Things come and go, surrender to the universe. Also, queue will be open shortly. Alrighty. The balsamic moon, also known as a waning crescent, is the final sliver of light before the birth of a new moon. Metaphorically speaking, this is the time of death before rebirth. The old cycle is about to end and a new cycle is near. The word balsamic comes from the word balsam, which literally means anything healing or soothing. The balsamic moon represents release, surrender, and soothing, just as its name implies, and also healing. Take this moment to withdraw from the world. Rest and renew yourself. Release and purge. Most importantly, let go. Letting go is a crucial part of the healing process. Remember, you are about to start fresh, so do not take any troubles with you. Get ready, dream big, and prepare the seeds of your dreams. And that's very much going in line with that Nine of Cups energy. Yeah. So, it's perfectly okay to take time for yourself, okay? And it's necessary. You need time to relax. Alrighty. And let's see. What have we got here? Ooh. Yeah. Apparently they want me to mention that. Another thing that came from the Three of Cups too, there is like this energy of celebration, yes, that can also be applied to celebrating your accomplishments and celebrating yourself, okay? And they apparently really want me to mention that because of one of the cards that just popped out. Alrighty. First card. Endings can make room for what I want to call into my life. So, don't worry about the things you've lost and the things that have had to be let go of, okay? They will be replaced with better things. The things that you truly want in your life, okay? And in this moment, I honor myself for all the beautiful work I have done. So, I hope that message helps for anyone who needed to hear it. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and open the queue. I feel like that's enough. That collective is good enough. Alright, queue's open. Alright, Adam. What decks would you like? Oof. Fuck hiccups. Oh boy. You're going for all the heavy hitters, man. You have a death wish there? Yeah, I've actually quite liked the messages from the Empyrean and the Odyssey Oracle. Especially together, they've worked really well together. But the only reason I'm not using them all the time is because sometimes they can be a bit intense. So it needs to kind of be, you know, spaced out with just, you know, readings that are a little bit lighter. Yeah. Those are certainly ones that'll let you know when it's time. The Empyrean Oracle is also the same way. Alrighty. Are you ready, Adam? Alrighty. What message does Adam need to hear today? Oh. Goodness. Rider reversed. Rider reversed. That's reversed. Got death reversed. Wheel of Fortune. You have all fucking Major Arcana. Uprighter reversed. The Hierophant reversed. They're telling you something today, man. They're fucking telling you something. Okay. So. There's definitely just kind of like the sense of just kind of resisting change again. This has kind of been a common theme for you, I think, for the past few readings. It's just kind of like this like resistance to change. And kind of like a bit of a sense of like avoidance, okay? They're just reminding you here to keep moving forward with these things, okay? Yes, and that's completely fine, okay? That is completely fine, okay? It doesn't have to be, like, massive changes right away, okay? And I feel like that's what they want to say with this death card specifically. Okay? It doesn't have to be massive changes, okay? You don't have to just jump in head first and try to make massive changes and expect massive progress right away. Exactly. Rushing it is not the way to go because that ends up usually just going worse. You overburden yourself with it, you try to push too hard and you burn out and then it just explodes in your face. This doesn't have to be, you know, like super quick, okay? You don't have to be making these like massive changes. Just keep slowly taking the steps towards actually confronting this, okay? And working together with, you know, spirit and your guides and guidance and such. Keep working with them. Keep following, those like inner pushes, inner pulls that you're feeling, okay? Keep working with those. And again, remember here that things will go in your favor, okay? Things will work out in your favor, and the Wheel of Fortune is here to remind you of that. This is signaling a turn into a better period for you, okay? Like, if you find yourself, like, feeling powerless and like you don't have what it takes to just kind of make these changes for yourself, you do. Okay? You do. I know that can be hard to see sometimes. That can be hard to believe sometimes. But you do. Okay? Embrace this inner power within yourself. Step up for yourself to be the person that you needed when you were younger. And that you still need. And also, don't be afraid to let Spirit be that for you as well. Okay. Okay, we have 2 cards. Ooh, 3 cards. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna reshuffle that one. Alright, there we go. Okay, and we have Herald. I'm not sure I've ever seen this card. Not sure that I've ever, like, gotten this card. Herald. Keywords for the upright position are messenger and chance encounter. There are moments when the fabric of reality shifts, when a portal in time opens and the divine reaches through. Their invisible hand conducting a symphony, finding the perfect time, the perfect note that only you can hear. When you hear it, let yourself move toward it. Let your timelines collapse and breathe in a new one. Given the Hierophant reversed, that's a very, very interesting message. Well. The Herald is a beautiful gift from the universe, leading us into a new space if we continue to pull the thread offered. The Herald often comes to us through happenstance. It's not often the Herald is someone who is a part of our daily life. They come in at the exact right moment and often don't stay for very long. It could be someone you meet at the gym or just someone you chat with while in line at the grocery store. It could be a short moment, but in that small space a portal opens up and you're offered medicine that could send you on a new and transformative path. This card finds us when we've been looking for answers or have felt like we're unsure where to go. It is a reminder to keep our eyes open. When I think on my Herald moments, they are some of the most amazing and fortuitous encounters that have truly changed the trajectory of my life. The one that sticks out to me the most is a friend that I met online. She and I were close for many months, but eventually fell out of touch. Then, in a period of my life where I was really struggling with my health and had tried everything, we connected again. We spoke on the phone frequently for a couple of weeks, and she told me about this woman she had been seeing who used an amazing modality, and her health had improved in a miraculous way. I immediately searched and found someone near me. I have now been working with her for 5 years, and I have been able to change in ways I never thought possible. And all my health complaints have been resolved. I have spoken to that friend a couple of times since, and I adore her dearly, especially for showing up when that portal opened and delivering a needed message from the universe. Can you think of a time you have been a herald, or times in the past someone has been one for you? If so, send them a little thanks, whether in real life or energetically. This one for me very, very much has, very much has, judgment vibes to me. The most important part of this that sticks out to me, which plays along very well with the rest of the reading, especially with the presence of the Hierophant, the part that stands out the most to me about this is this card finds us when we've been looking for answers or have felt like we're unsure where to go. It is a reminder to keep our eyes open. So, make sure you're being open to following those threads, those pulls, those calls, those messages that Spirit is sending you, okay? Keep following their guidance. And make sure you're not closing yourself off to them too much. Alrighty, and let's see what the Thera-pets wants to add. Yeah. This is essentially just a reminder to keep going, to keep doing what you're doing. Oof, fucking hiccups. Keep doing what you're doing. And keep trusting that things will work out. Aww. Just saw one of the cards that popped out. If this is the only one they're gonna give you, I swear to fuck. Okay, there we go. We got one more. Oop, did I go smacking my fucking poor pop filter on my microphone? Ooh. These two together, man, really? Oh. I told you you were going for some really heavy hitters today, man. You are important, you matter. And to go along with that, you're still making progress even on your worst days. I also like how this was the first one to pop out. And I like how I questioned, like, is this really the only card that you're gonna give him? Because, you know, like... Oof. And they're like, you know what? No, you're right. We need to, like... hit just a little bit harder here. Hold on. That wasn't enough. And then they give you this one. So I hope that message helps. So someone is smirking and or laughing. I don't know which one of the little shits it is, but oh no, I meant one of his guides. But wouldn't surprise me if Wyatt over there also finds it funny, given how much of a sassy little shit he is too. Okay. What decks would you liking? Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. Are you ready? Oof. Alrighty. What message does Egg need to hear today? Maybe. I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, reversed. Right, reversed. Right, reversed. Okay. We have 2 of daggers, which is 2 of swords. The chariot. And 3 of cups reversed. I also did see the Six of Swords, Six of Daggers flip over as well. So, there's definitely just kind of like a vibe, and this one did also just kind of, it didn't want to choose a direction. So there is a bit of that reversed energy coming through as well for the Two of Swords. So there's definitely just kind of a bit of a fear of the unknown coming through with that Two of Swords energy. It's just kind of uncertain of like where you should be going, like what direction you should be heading in, what actions you should be taking towards just in general. Okay, is where that like Two of Swords reversed energy is coming in. Okay, and this is causing you to feel a little bit just kind of stuck, and in this like stuck in this just kind of like state of inaction because you're not really sure. But it's okay. Just to the best of your abilities, try to start like trying to let this fear go. Okay. And definitely part of the problem here too with the Three of Cups reversed is I feel like you're also, because again, the Three of Cups is all about like celebration, okay? And as I said earlier, that also sometimes very frequently includes celebration of yourself and progress that you have made, okay? So, part of why you're feeling this way is that you're not really seeing the progress that you have already made. That you're not really... You feel like you're not really making progress with these things. Because you're not seeing anything. But just trust that progress is being made even if you can't see it, okay? And celebrate that progress that you have made, okay? Because whether you see it or not, you have made progress, okay? So don't keep letting those anxieties and fears and uncertainty get in your way, okay? Just keep trying to let go of those fears, okay? And keep trying to do those things for yourself. Let's see what the Oracle wants to add. Alright. We have... This is one I'm not sure I've seen yet. Phantasm. Also, why does it match that card perfectly? Huh. Okay. Keywords for upright are false enemy and examining perception. I shouted all the words I knew I wouldn't say. I let myself fall into that rage, let myself believe you to be an enemy. But when you were there, it all slipped away. Couldn't find an enemy in your face. Could only see them. Years and years have passed. But I swear they were you. Our minds can be incredibly persuasive. Sometimes, when we're triggered by something, we may believe those thoughts. Phantasm is truly a call to examining our perception. We may let ourselves believe that someone is a problem when they aren't. We may buy into our current perception without checking it. This doesn't mean we shouldn't trust ourselves, but it does mean that when we are triggered by something, we should investigate the why, as opposed to believing our response in the present moment without question. When Phantasm finds you, it's an indicator of a false enemy, meaning there's someone you're believing is the problem when they may not be deserving of that. This also includes yourself. When I sit with this card, I reflect on the many times I truly believed someone to be a problem for me. Sometimes I would get upset that I couldn't change them. Other times I felt they treated me badly. In hindsight, I can see how much discomfort I was creating for myself simply because I wasn't ready to give up my perspective. This card is a great reminder that not everything is as it appears. Phantasm can indicate that we may still be buying into the idea that there is a quote-unquote right way of doing something. Whether we are believing this about ourselves or about others, this is a mindset that can trap us. This card asks you to disconnect from whatever perspective you may be locked into and try to see it from another place. Are you feeling haunted in any way? By yourself or another? If so, there is a way that allows you to find more liberation and ease. How do you think you could shift this for yourself? There's also, this card did flip out, sideways. So, but it ultimately chose to be upright. But I am going to read the reversal for this as well. The keywords for reversed are stuck perception and misplaced anger or resentment. Phantasm reversed indicates some stuckness in your thought patterns and perception. This can mean you are projecting old feelings, likely from childhood, onto the people in your immediate life that may not be so deserving. It always feels safer to feel any misplaced fear, anger, grief, or resentment in the present moment than it would to sit with feelings from our past. But this is where we find freedom from any reactivity that we feel has a grip on us. Even if it feels hard, try to detach from any present reaction and trace it back to its origin. Phantasm reversed brings the message that there is much more to see beyond what you may currently think. So the energy of this card is definitely not to get stuck in those like old thought patterns. Based on like past experiences. Okay. And it can be very hard to break out of that mindset. It can be very hard to break out of that mindset. But just remember that, again, just because things went one way in the past doesn't mean that's the only experience you're going to have going forward, okay? And that's the only experience that you'll ever have in the future. Okay? But yeah. And let's see. Yeah, that's fine, Bree. Okay. Let's see here. Being really picky with the amulet here. All right. A block exists, and be clear on your wishes. So, I hope that message helps. It's okay if things aren't clear right now and if you're not sure how to move forward, okay? Just keep thinking about what you want out of things and where you want to be, okay? And don't let like these past experiences continue influencing how you move forward, okay? Easier said than done. Very much easier said than done, I know. Yeah. Yeah. But, remember that this isn't like the same person, okay? As those in the past who have hurt you. Yeah. That's good. Alright, Dixon, you're up. What decks would you like? Oof. Oh, darn fucking hiccups. Alrighty. How have you been doing? Hope things have been going alright. Oh, heck yeah. Happy early birthday. Yeah, I hope everything's still going well with that. Because I know you were worried there for a bit about some things involving your work. Okay. Are you ready? Alright, let's see what we have. What message does Dixon need to hear today? Also, just realized the time. So let me go ahead and issue a last call for anyone who might still be wanting to join the queue. I'll leave it open for a little bit longer and you may still join, but I will be closing it here shortly. Alright, so we have here Five of Cups, Two of Cups, Two of Coins reversed, and Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, that's kind of crooked. There we go, that's better. Oof, I'm sorry. Okay. So, to me, this is just kind of telling me that there's still just kind of some grief and pain that you're carrying here, regarding just kind of connection to others. Okay. You're still a little hurt by things. Still just kind of feeling the pain of these things. And due to this pain and these past experiences here with the Two of Coins reversed, it seems like you might still kind of just be guarding yourself a little bit too closely and just closing yourself off a bit too much. And this is kind of mixing with that energy of the Seven of Swords, which is about just kind of, it's that self-sabotage energy. It's just kind of always looking over our shoulders, waiting for that hit to come and expecting everything to go wrong. And essentially, it's just kind of asking you to just, essentially, check in to make sure that you're not letting those, like, past experiences continue to influence how you move forward, okay? make sure you're not closing yourself off too much, and you know, like not really putting yourself out there. Essentially, yes. Like be more open to just like the potential of things, okay? The possibilities. Be open to the possibility that things might actually go better than you expect. So, yeah. And I know, also, just putting yourself out there is kind of difficult too when you're just kind of like, so just like immersed in like work and shit. So, yeah, it's not necessarily just on you. Sometimes other things do kind of get in the way and just kind of create like a barrier. So, but yeah. And we have ads. Fuck. I'll pause in case you're stuck in them. Okay. Let me know if ads do pop up for you though. But yes, so other things kind of can create this like barrier. So it's not really just all on you. But there may be a need to balance some things here, but sometimes when it does involve work, it does kind of, and like, you know, like obligations that you need to be doing, when it involves things that like obligations that are like necessary, sometimes it is kind of hard to find that balance. But check in with that balance, see if any adjustments can be made, and just make sure that you're not yourself also just kind of closing yourself off, okay? Make sure that you're being open to things to the best of your abilities, because again, I know when like past hurts and stuff have just kind of nestled in our hearts and minds, like sometimes it's like really hard to be open and be vulnerable, and just really put ourselves out there in all forms. This isn't necessarily about romantic relationships either. The Two of Cups is all about just connection to others, like relationships in general, not just romantic. So this is relationships and connections in all their forms, in all its forms, okay? And this goes for like any of them. Like, I'm sure you're still probably carrying a bit of pain from, you know, old friendships that had to be cut off as well. So this isn't necessarily just about romantic relationships. It's just in general. So, yeah. Just try to be open to things and the possibility that things can actually go better than you expect. Yeah. Like I've said before, like, I'm open to chat or like chill if you ever want to. I know what it's like to not really have, you know, too many friends. Pretty much all I have is Adam. So, and a few other people that I talk to on occasion and that are there, like Bree and also Egg. They stop by and chat sometimes with me too, so. But the only person that I like interact with daily is just Adam. But yeah, like feel free to, you know, like reach out if you just want to chat or just chill or even like play anything. I'm not sure what sort of games you have or anything, but like yeah, I did recently like start a Minecraft server. So but yeah, so I know how hard it is to just kind of put yourself out there in regards to like making friends too, so yeah, I know that feeling. That's kind of why I don't really talk too much to others. I'm familiar with that feeling. But yeah. It's important to remember that you're not a burden. So, yep, I'm familiar with that feeling as well. I struggle with feeling like I fit in anywhere. So, and I know a large part of that is because I'm fully aware that I don't have the best social skills, and that's just due to the way I grew up, really. That's unfortunately a always been a common thing for me in my life, and there is a bit of childhood trauma associated with that. Because I didn't have many friends growing up either, and the friends I did make didn't really last very long. Because no one really wanted to be friends with a poor fat kid, so. So, comparatively to like other peers my age, I know I don't have, you know, like the best social skills compared to others. But I've kind of made peace with that. That's why I also do my best to just kind of extend that grace that I was never given to others. Not everyone had the same experiences. And yeah, that's kind of a common theme among the sorts of people that tend to actually just kind of be drawn to me, is they end up being a lot like me. There's a shared experience with that. Like a common shared experience that like most of the people that do end up like sticking around, that end up actually just kind of like vibing with me, is that in a lot of cases we didn't really have the best childhoods. We didn't have the most social childhoods, and social skills are kind of probably not the best. I don't mean that as an insult to anyone, because again, I'm including myself in that, okay? So, yeah. Then, you know, like, there's usually like also another common thread that like many of the people that end up like sticking around, that end up like being drawn to me, are just kind of they kind of have a bit of they kind of sometimes identify as like outcasts because they feel like they don't really belong anywhere. There's often a common thread of just kind of neurodivergency vibes as well too. So, yeah. I've accepted like a long time ago that I'm not going to be the most popular person, that most people aren't really going to really not get along with me, but just kind of like mesh well. I accepted that a long time ago. Does it make it any easier? No, absolutely not. But at the same time, I also do my best to remember that the people that actually do matter aren't going to make me feel like an outcast. So yeah. I promise you, you're not going to be a burden. I am mostly happy. I still struggle a lot with like moments of depression and anxiety and just kind of imposter syndrome. But I do have people that care about me. And people that I care about. And Mr. Sass is always there to make sure that I remember that I am very deeply loved. And he knows the feeling of feeling like an outcast too, so. What? Yeah. I hope your birthday treats you well, even if you're stuck at work. Heck yeah. Go get yourself some fucking ice cream after work. Whatever your fucking favorite ice cream is, go get some. Yeah. I can't always, like, devote 100%, like, I can't always devote, like, enough attention, to actually, like, focusing on, him. And I don't, because, I know he doesn't want that anyway, because fucking... I have, like, other things to do. I know that's something he never expects. He also makes sure that I still sense his presence in other ways. He's very affectionate. So he's very huggy, and he's usually very frequently either like behind me, just kind of holding me, or just somewhere nearby. So anyway, let's get into your fucking oracle cards here, huh? Yeah. There are a few others that like to do that too, like Mr. Sunny Boy over there. It's not Mr. Sass, it's Mr. Sunny Boy. He likes it behind me. We have Resigned reversed and Kindred. Right, I was gonna say, like, I'm sure that's just a front, okay? Like, okay. So I have experience with this one, okay? I do. Because Mr. Sass wasn't initially like this. Okay? He was a little rougher on the edges initially. But once I actually like started connecting with him a lot more and stuff, he turned into the biggest, softest teddy bear, which is really fucking funny considering, you know. Yeah. Like, you know he's underneath all of that. He's still just a big squishy teddy bear, okay? Okay. We have resigned. Reversed keywords are powerlessness and in over our head. How long I've spent running only to arrive here, offering myself up to the fire without hesitation, throwing myself into the deep pit of fear lying within me. But here I find old relics and gifts that I had forgotten. Parts of myself that I had lost somewhere along the way. The major difference between resigned upright and reversed is our outlook. In resigned upright, we are surrendering, but we feel capable of navigating all that is to come. In resigned reversed, we have surrendered, but we feel like we are drowning. We don't feel capable, and it may feel like all hope is lost. If we can cultivate neutrality in our surrender, we will find new perspectives and wisdom. But if we are resigned and feel powerless, we close ourselves off to the medicine of the moment. And of course, even powerlessness is useful. We all must feel that in order to transform it. So even if you find yourself in that space, that's okay. It doesn't mean you will stay there. Resigned Reversed invites you to not force yourself out of this space, but hold the possibility for seeing things from a new perspective and perhaps try to be curious about what that may be. That fits in so well with literally everything I said about, like, being open to the possibilities. And, like, not closing yourself off. The fuck? Alrighty, and then we have... Kindred. Upright keywords are new friends, allies, community, and deeper connections. There are days where it feels like the walls are closing in, where the path grows more treacherous, with brutal dark nights and vicious creatures of the mind searching for homes within us. But the sound of wings echo through the silence, and we know we are not alone. And we can feel our own wings sprouting out in response, moving toward that new view. What a gift it is to pull Kindred. Your world is opening up and you are, or will be finding, more allies in your journey. These could be people who are aligned with this new version of you, ones that speak the same language and are wanting to expand the same way you are. They could also be people who are supporting a new career or creative endeavor. Also, one moment, I just realized I forgot to close the queue. There we go. These people are reflecting the work you're doing and the reality you're working to build. They tend to be a wonderful sign you are on the right path. Something to note is that when you find yourself in this kindred stage, it is a good idea to not be attached to outcomes. The people you're finding on your journey may be wonderful and helpful, but make sure to enjoy the present moment without expecting they will be a part of your life forever. This is not to say they won't, but as we grow and change, the people in our lives do too. They may be perfect allies for this version of you or any projects you may have, but as you continue to grow and change, you may notice shifts in your relationships. This is not a reflection of you or them, and it does not diminish their importance. Just take things one day at a time and trust yourself in the future if it feels like you need to move on. Oh, I love that card. Alrighty. Pretty much. Yep. That's going very, very in line with everything about the reading. Being very picky today. I mean, that's normal for the amulet, though. It really is. It really is. Okay. Step back and reevaluate, which I did say about, like, checking in to make sure that, like, things are in balance. So, I hope that message helps. And I hope your birthday treats you well. I don't get the sense that it is. Not really. But you'll know if it is. So I don't get that feeling. I get the sense that it's just in general. So yeah. But yeah, make sure to treat yourself tomorrow on your birthday. Go get yourself, like, your favorite ice cream. And maybe, like, a... You could always get yourself, like, a slice of cake from, like, a Walmart or something, because I know they sell single slices of cake. Or you could get yourself, like, a small cake for, like, $5, $6, I think they are now. Hell yeah. No, it shows that it's fine. You may have just, had a blip or something. Hello. Yeah, I'm not showing any, like, dropped frames or anything on my end, so... May have just either been Twitch derping, or just... yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite blizzard? Your favorite Dairy Queen blizzard? I mean, valid. I personally prefer Culver's. Living in the Midwest, I prefer Culver's over Dairy Queen. So, I get you. Ooh. Oreo Blizzards are always pretty good. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. Ah, God, I forgot that some places actually do that. The local place here is like never bothered to do like the fucking blizzard test. Or they flip it upside down. Yeah, Oreo is a classic. And moose tracks are also good too, yeah. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, so sorry, Egg. Yes, you can, of course. Alright, I'll put these away. Alrighty. Are you ready, Bree? Okay. We have... What message does Bree need to hear today? Alrighty. That was very quick. Okay. We have the Tower, Ace of Coins, and 10 of Cups. So, things may still feel like a bit, they may feel a bit, you know, just kind of, chaotic, a bit, unstable still, okay? Things may still be feeling a bit intense, okay? And it's okay. It's okay if you're still dealing with, like, the after effects of all of this fallout, okay? It's okay. There's no reason to be hard on yourself about any of this, okay? None. But just remember that these changes that occurred were here to help facilitate your growth, okay? I always find your puns funny, Bree. Shit. What in the fuck was I saying again? Yeah. Sorry, my brain, lack of sleep, my brain is a little slow today. But remember these changes were for the best here, okay? They returned you. The Tower moment is all about just kind of returning you. In this context, it was all about just kind of returning you to yourself. Returning you to yourself, to your core. Making sure that you're not building on a foundation, a cracked foundation, a crumbling foundation. Getting rid of all the things that didn't really align, that didn't fit, that would have only inhibited your growth, so that you can rebuild that foundation in a more stable, steady way, in a more healthy way, so that you can grow into the person that you want to become and that you're that you're working towards becoming, okay? So, remember that what was lost here will be replaced with things that are more aligned. Okay? Places where you're welcomed, you're celebrated, where you feel like you belong, where you feel like you won't have to just kind of remove bits of yourself just to fit in, okay? Or change bits of yourself to fit in. And remember that no matter what, you still have each other, okay? You still have Kels. And that's really all that matters. So just focus on the two of you. Focus on building the life that you want together. Okay. The opinions of others don't matter. They may be hurtful, but they don't matter. Ultimately. Alright. Let's see. What does the Oracle deck have for you today? Blue Moon. You are ready. Make your masterpiece. You are being called to finish your project creation, your masterpiece. Is there something you started but never finished? What project was forgotten because you ran out of energy or creative spark? The blue moon is an amplified full moon. It is a full moon with twice as much power. Its energy is so strong and real you can almost touch it. This tangible energy can bring anything to fruition. The blue moon is a second wind. It is a powerful rush of energy and inspiration. Think of the blue moon as the final magical touch that completes a masterpiece. And then there's a section here that's called Ritual of Harnessing Blue Moon Energy. The secret of harnessing such a powerful energy is simple. Get inspired. It is important to keep your momentum going and avoid running out of steam while you are working and manifesting. So create a list of inspiring ideas. Opportunities, collaborations, new projects, trips, anything. You can even make a vision board of your success. Do anything you can to remain excited, inspired to keep moving forward, and complete your masterpiece. So, like, also just, focus on putting your energy into those, okay? Focus on putting your energy when you can, okay? Into those. That doesn't mean you have to be working towards those, like, 24/7. Okay? Because, again, you do still need time. You do still need time for yourself to relax, okay? But focus on the two of you and creating the life that you want together and putting that energy into places where it matters. Like the creative pursuits that you have, okay? It's all a part of just creating the life that you want together, okay? Also, vision boards are like very very useful for like this sort of thing, like if you're trying to like plan out or like manifest like some specific thing. Like it was something that I recently did for just kind of like planning out a space together in the future. Because as you know, like sometime in the future, there are plans to finally move, and he and I will be moving in together. So we took some time to go like pick out like furniture and stuff and look at like a bunch of stuff that we would like need, and I put together a vision board of what I want that sort of space to look like. But yeah, so, I don't know if you've, for like anyone who is looking for a place to like create vision boards, by the way, I know some people like to do vision boards on like Pinterest. Essentially, they create like collections of like images to create like a vision board of sorts. However, if you actually want to create like a physical, or not a physical, but like an actual like vision board, there is a place that you can do that. There's a like a note-taking app that's called, and like website that's called Milanote. They have a vision board is an actual option that they have, so you can actually like put together an actual vision board with like images, text, and like however you want to create it. It's also good for sure, let me go find it. It's also good for like planning out like project ideas and stuff too, for like creative things. Like if you have, you know, like a large multi-part project that you're like trying to put together for like something, it's also good for that sort of stuff. Like, yeah. But this is the site I'm talking about. It's wonderful for putting together vision boards or project boards. So they have a bunch of templates for all sorts of things. Let's see what the Eventide Affirmations wants that. Alrighty. I work to be mindful throughout the day, continuing to come back to my center. Very, very much going in line with that Tower energy card. The Tower card energy, rather. My goodness, I cannot talk today. And my potential is infinite. So, again, just focus on putting that energy into what matters, okay? So I hope that message helps. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. Like, I know that feeling. Like, I've been slowly working on, like, the, journal template, the tarot journal template that I've been working on. I've been putting a bit of work into that. When I can. And trying my best not to put too much pressure on myself. So. Alrighty, let's see. What answer do we have for you, Egg? A sign of success. uh. Huh. So, no? I don't think so. I would take that as like a no, you're not. You're not asking for too much. And expectations aren't too high. So. So I hope that answer helps. Good, I'm glad. Yeah, I know. Aw, I'm sorry. My queue's closed for tonight, but you're just in time for the closing message? If you want to stick around. But, hello. I hope you're doing well. Alrighty. Let's see. What ones do I want to use? I think I'm actually just going to use the same ones that I used for the collectives earlier, which is actually these 3 decks. Alrighty. So, what message would you like to close us out with today? Rest. That is still sideways. Thank you. My goodness. Better. Better wrist. Alrighty. So we have the Fool, Page of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so essentially this is all about just kind of continuing to walk this journey that you've set upon, okay, with the Fool. And also with the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords is about exploration and just adventure and curiosity and such. So, the way that I like to view the Fool is essentially just so the Fool is numbered 0 for a reason, okay? It's to signify the endless potential and possibilities that lie ahead and within the Fool. And the Fool represents the person. The Fool represents us, okay? As we walk along our paths, as we continue our journey through life, okay? The Fool is neither the end or the beginning. It is continuing to tread the path that we've chosen for ourselves, exploring the new branches that pop up as we continue to walk along and experience new things. And that's another part of the reason why the Fool is numbered 0. Not only to signify the endless potential that lies ahead and within the Fool, but also because it's not numbered, the Fool can be placed at any point through the major arcana, signifying walking through all the stages of the major arcana as you walk along your path, okay? Over and over again, because there is no end point, there is no end goal. So, as you continue to tread this path for yourself, as you continue to explore this path that you set upon, remember that until you go for it, you won't know what the outcome is. And there's just endless potential ahead of you, okay? If you decide that you don't like a certain path, that doesn't mean you have to continue treading down that path. You can always change your mind. And the Page of Swords is all about being curious about exploring those options, okay? It's going to be a journey. And one that you won't know until you actually start treading it for yourself. So don't let those past experiences influence how you decide to move forward, okay? Because you won't know until you try. So keep going, keep walking, keep exploring, keep seeing where it leads. Remember to take time for yourself. Take time to relax and replenish yourself, okay? You also do need to balance this progress, taking action on these things, with time for rest. Okay? And that's what this Four of Swords energy and the Hanged Man is all about. You can take action on things when you need to, when you want to, when you're able to, and make sure that you're taking time to balance that out with rest. You need downtime, because we can't always be 100% on. We can't always be constantly moving forward, because that's what leads to burnout. Alright, what do we have here? Ooh. They really want to emphasize that last part, apparently. About taking care of yourself and taking time for yourself. Because we have Ceres. Love and mother yourself. Ceres is the Roman goddess of grain, harvest, and a mother's love for her child. She is a goddess of the full moon, a mother and a rescuer. She governs fertility and marriage, as well as the transitions that women experience from childhood to motherhood. For 6 months, Ceres' daughter was lost to the god of the underworld. While her daughter was away, Ceres sulked, which brought unto the world the 6 months of autumn and winter. When her daughter finally returned, autumn and winter disappeared, and Ceres brought spring and summer in celebration. Just like Ceres' daughter, we also experience dark and difficult times. At some point in our lives, we realize we cannot expect others to solve all our problems. We have to learn how to navigate our lives on our own, by making our own mistakes, learning from them, moving forward, and not waiting for a savior. Although Ceres wants to look after all her daughters, she is also here to teach us to protect ourselves, to be strong, and to work hard. And then the section below this says, mothering yourself means meeting your emotional, physical, and spiritual needs as an adult, the way your mother might have done when you were a child. Take the time to do a simple ritual of self-love. Stop the negative self-talk. Be kind to yourself in your thoughts and actions. Be kind to your body and nourish it with healthy, warm food. Know that you are always loved. So, take care of yourself. Make sure you're taking time for yourself, okay? Because again, we can't always be making progress and moving forward, okay? Stopping to pause and take a break isn't going to undo all the progress you've made, okay? So, move forward when you can, when you're able to. Balance that out with time for yourself. Okay? Yeah. It's something that Mr. Sass likes to remind me of. Like, all the time. Okay. Alrighty. We have... Every day I find moments where I can cultivate self-acceptance. It is safe for me to be myself. And I welcome challenges, knowing I will grow and expand through them. There may be some bumps along this journey, okay? But that doesn't mean give up. When you encounter an obstacle, pause. Take some time to just relax. Assess the situation, make the necessary adjustments, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep fucking moving, okay? And with that, it is unfortunately time for me to go. Oh, thank you guys for stopping by. I need to go, take some time to go. Speaking of taking care of myself, I need to go get some food and go take some time to relax. And probably go play more Minecraft. I'm actually in the process of building a temple in the middle of a desert. But thank you all for stopping by, whether you joined the queue, talked in chat, or just lurked. I appreciate you sharing your time with me. I hope to see you all again soon, but bye for now. And also, I don't think I mentioned it, but the details for the server are in like the Discord server because it is open to the community, so you're welcome to join. It is modded, but anyway, see you all later.